Blind man recoils from a sudden blow, struggling against a powerful force. He questions what just happened. The plan he created had been perfect. His opponent was supposed to be accused as a spy for the Orthodox Alliance by the Internal Affairs Overseer. There had been no possibility of failure. Despite his meticulous planning, Mok Jae-won stands before him now. The man wonders just what could have possibly transpired. The narrative shifts back 2 hours into the past. Outside, amidst a fiery scene of destruction, the Internal Affairs Overseer, Cho Yam-hun, stands. He calls out to the young master, asking if he is all right. Cho Yam-hun informs him that there was an invader. He tells Mok Jae-won to please come on out. Cho Yam-hun had harbored doubts, but he internally notes that the invader really did appear as he was told. He had received a message from Wei Mengchen earlier. The message stated that Mok Jae-won was a spy from the Orthodox Alliance. It also revealed that Mok Jae-won would soon contact someone from a hidden force. Cho Yam-hun already held his own doubts about Mok Jae-won, stemming from his past as a captive from the Orthodox Murim. The fact that the invader went directly to Mok Jae-won's room confirms his suspicions. Rows of soldiers stand ready behind him. This development is good news for Cho Yam-hun. He had already disliked Mok Jae-won. He sees this as a perfect chance to finally get rid of him. A wicked grin spreads across his face. Cho Yam-hun orders a subordinate to drag Mok Jae-won out if he refuses to appear. Mok Jae-won emerges from his room, dragging a beaten man with him. He feigns ignorance and asks who Cho Yam-hun is. Someone identifies the man as the Internal Affairs Overseer. The tortured and bloodied intruder is the very man sent to frame Mok Jae-won. Mok Jae-won drags the man forward. He remarks that he thought Cho Yam-hun was unaware of the situation, since the invader had not been captured. Cho Yam-hun replies that they noticed the intruder long ago. He claims they only wanted to observe what the intruder's goal was. Mok Jae-won casually throws the beaten man to the ground. He calmly accepts the overseer's explanation. Cho Yam-hun maintains his confident grin. He thinks to himself that this little punk will not be able to stay arrogant for much longer. He then points out that the invader went straight for Mok Jae-won's room. Mok Jae-won confirms this is correct. He adds that the man refused to confess even under torture. 2 soldiers lift the nearly unconscious intruder. Cho Yam-hun scoffs, telling Mok Jae-won that torturing the man only makes things worse. Mok Jae-won feigns confusion. He asks how that could possibly be an issue. Cho Yam-hun suggests that he might have tortured the man just to avoid suspicion. He places a hand on Mok Jae-won's shoulder. He proposes that perhaps this man is a spy who was trying to make contact with him. The sinister grin never leaves Cho Yam-hun's face. He silently condemns Mok Jae-won, thinking that he is the most suspicious person here. He decides that the young master will die from torture. But unexpectedly, Mok Jae-won smiles. Cho Yam-hun's confident expression falters in surprise. He questions if Mok Jae-won actually just smiled. At that moment, the sect leader appears behind them. He calmly asks about the guest visiting so late at night. Cho Yam-hun is visibly startled by his sudden appearance. The sect leader questions what brings the overseer here. Suddenly, the tortured intruder screams and struggles. He yells for his captors to let him go. A surprised Cho Yam-hun begins to ask why the man is suddenly acting this way. The intruder cuts him off, shouting that he is sorry to the overseer. Cho Yam-hun's eyes widen in shock. The man confesses that he told the Orthodox captive everything. Cho Yam-hun trembles as he stumbles backward. The intruder desperately begs for his family to be spared. He cries that he does not care if he dies. A strange blue energy is shown controlling his body. Cho Yam-hun sweats profusely as he turns to the sect leader. He shouts that this is a setup and that he is being framed. He insists there is no way he knows the intruder. The captive continues his performance. He screams, asking why the overseer is playing dumb. He again begs for mercy. Cho Yam-hun finally snaps. He lunges at the man, threatening to rip his mouth open. Guard Bayok steps between them. He tells Cho Yam-hun to calm himself down. The overseer is stunned as his entire plan unravels. Guard Bayok questions why he is overreacting like this. He suggests that Cho Yam-hun's reaction makes it seem like he secretly hired the man. It is revealed that Guard Bayok is also under Mok Jae-won's control. The cornered Cho Yam-hun stammers in disbelief. Other soldiers begin to murmur among themselves. They question if he is serious. They defend Mr. Mok, calling him a good person. One asks aloud if Mok Jae-won was framed. Another states that it really was the overseer. They conclude he was trying to frame the young master. The accusations escalate, claiming he held the man's family hostage. A trapped Cho Yam-hun denies everything. In the background, Mok Jae-won smirks. The dark sect leader remains silent. The intruder turns to the sect leader. He claims that he only did as he was told. Cho Yam-hun spits out insults in impotent rage. Guard Byok approaches the sect leader. He declares his intent to arrest the overseer. The sect leader still says nothing. At his breaking point, Cho Yam-hun nearly weeps in despair. He cries out that it was not him. Guard Byok gives the order for the arrest. Cho Yam-hun pleads desperately, screaming no. But before anyone can move, the dark sect leader acts. He intervenes by severing the intruder's head with a single slash, stopping everyone in their tracks. They are all stunned into silence. The dark sect leader declares that the invader who tried to cause conflict in the sect is now dead. He commands everyone to not speak of this incident any further. They all obey his command. The sect leader studies the intruder's severed head. He thinks to himself that he has felt this strange energy before. His eyes suddenly widen. Behind him, Mok Jae-won appears with his eyes glowing a faint blue as he releases his power. Mok Jae-won had orchestrated the entire event. The sect leader turns to face him, finding only a calm and smiling young man. He finally identifies the feeling that something is profoundly off. The scene returns to the present battle. The horned warrior thinks about this exact feeling, that something is deeply wrong. He realizes that this is the feeling he gets from Mok Jae-won. Mok Jae-won unleashes a powerful strike, sending the man flying. Mok Jae-won tells him he will now give back everything the man was trying to give him. The man kneels on the ground, defeated. He thinks that this was the strange feeling he sensed. He would have welcomed Mok Jae-won if he were just a talented fighter. But there was always something undeniably off about him. He now knows that schemes will not work on him. He decides that he must kill Mok Jae-won here and now. The man unleashes his power. A fearsome energy flares to life from his seemingly blind eyes. An internal voice warns Mok Jae-won to be careful of this mortal. Mok Jae-won does not understand. The horned man lunges forward. Mok Jae-won barely evades the deadly strike. The attack still grazes his cheek, drawing blood. The internal voice warns that this blind man is a greater foe than expected. The horned man levels his sword. He admits that he has to acknowledge it. Mok Jae-won is strong. He is also very smart. He tells Mok Jae-won, however, that he should not have come to this place. Mok Jae-won asks why. The horned man finishes his statement, declaring that he is going to die here. Mok Jae-won remains entirely unafraid. He simply finds the situation interesting.